meeting, and it was going to be a video. So we should be live. Hi.
Hey,
Hey, Paul.
what the hell is that?
That is, you know what? The last minute, I rolled out of bed. I forgot that we had a business meeting. And then I looked at my calendar of corporate events. Today, I have marked down as casual day.
Right.
So how can we increase the screen? So you know what? Someone I know did a hilarious video in the last week about what people do when they log on, log off, or during webinars. Oh, that was you, Paul.
Oh, you saw my video. You were the one that watched it. Good.
It was the one person. And I've done every one of them. I was just on a Zoom call this morning and we said, okay, goodbye. And I went,
I hate that. Definitely that's my worst one, is when you're like trying to smile like bye, and then you're also trying to find the button with your finger and you're like, oh my God, this is the worst.
I'm so professional.
That one. And then there's like always, say there's like 10 or 12 people on the call and you didn't get to really talk to any of them. So you just want to like let them know that like it's good to see you, or like I'll acknowledge your existence as a human being. So you do this whole thing where you're staring at these people. So you just want to at least say goodbye, but then you end up going like, bye so-and-so, bye so-and-so. You're like saying goodbye to everybody. It's the weirdest thing. I just want Zoom or these platforms to have just a magic thing where we can all just go like, and it just magically turns off, or everybody just like, okay, on the count of three, everybody just, play dead or whatever. It's like, and then it turns off, because everyone is so awkward when they get off those calls.
That we play dead. That could be one option. Then the next Zoom call, okay, everybody pretend that your screen is frozen.
Right. That would be good. And then log off that way. That would be perfect. Is it really frozen? Hold on.
You made me blank, so no. And then if you have kids, or if you have someone else in the background running, like, oh, shoot, you ruined it.
Yeah.
That wasn't the plan. I was supposed to fool my coworkers and you blew it.
Yeah.
I'm going back to work, virus or not. Okay.
I do that sometimes, though. If I'm running a meeting, I purposely freeze and see if people will buy it. But the trick is you always have to have like your eyes kind of half open or closed, or your mouth moving like you were just about to say something. So it's like, so anyway, we want to strategize a little. It's got to be like a really ugly face, and then people will buy it like, oh, that must be frozen because they look like crap.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and then with the meeting, I forgot that I was supposed to this was my clip that I used to put the hair back so I don't get all the makeup in my hair.
Oh.
That's exactly right. That face, let's see, someone just asking to my home page. Oh, this is another thing that I don't want to do. Okay, hang on a second. We've got someone else logging on here. Oh, hey. And because if hypothetically this is the second day that you're using this platform, which is StreamYard, you're going to act like you have everything all in place, but then you're going to try to act cool as you're trying to figure out the way around it.
Yeah. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever even used this. So I'm just like, I'll let you do all the hard work. I'm just talking into my computer. So
yeah, talking into. But back to that face that you made, that was perfect, Paul.
It's always, yeah, because your eyes are kind of half closed and your like mouth is about to say something. It's like it's hard to do. But does it ever dawn on you that like we're in the future now? I mean, 15, 20 years ago, the thought of just having conversations via video with people like this. And now it's just every day we're in the future. I remember watching movies when I was a kid of this kind of thing where you would have a video conversation with somebody real time. And that was like in the year 2000.
And then it was at a huge screen.
Right.
Not unlike, what's his face? Not Tron, but that's Inside the Machine.
Max Headroom? No.
Maybe that. But also... a couple of movies that might involve Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Minority
Report when they're doing all the crazy. Yeah. We're not too far from that, I don't think, where it's just all holograms and stuff.
I could do that to your face, but I wouldn't have much control over it. Yeah.
Yeah, you could swipe me left or right.
Okay, so my sister Nancy Ostrow Timmons has asked if I've introduced you yet, and I haven't, and that's probably a good thing to do. 3 minutes in, do you think it's time to introduce who you are?
Sure, take a crack at it.
I'm going to give it a shot because you and I have never met, so I'm just going to make this up.
Sounds good.
My friend Tim said George Jetson, so I could introduce you as George Jetson.
Oh, I like it.
A humorist from the future. But seriously, folks.
Yeah. Okay.
My friend here and humor colleague, Paul Osincup, which is put, right?
Osincup, you got it. Yeah, just like the Wizard of Oz is in a cup.
Oz is in a cup. And the S, the OS in my sister's and my last name, well, her maiden name, is pronounced with an S. But who cares about us? We're talking about Paul Osincup. He's a humorist. He's a fantastic speaker, all-around humorous person and good person, and the president of AATH. Oh, and what else? Oh, so Paul and I were talking yesterday or maybe even this morning because he's a workplace strategist. And then I realized, I was starting to be very too serious. So we're going to strategize today about work plan.
Julie sent me this like text because I was like, well, what do you want to talk about tomorrow? And it was like, well, I thought we could talk strategy around building a home office now that everybody's working from home, just some, best practices and maybe some strategic initiatives that I'm like, this sounds fun. Okay, cool. I was like, God. But I mean, I think you're right. A lot of people now all of a sudden are doing what we're doing and working from home. So I get it, but it also, I was like, we don't have to do all the jargon talk, do we? I mean,
yeah. And if you call, here's the thing. And I even caught myself almost, if I would have given myself a slap on the wrist or a slap across the face, something to wake me up, that I was thinking, wait a minute. The focus of these lives was to add levity and bring some laughter to people. And then I'm thinking, okay, we have to have an agenda. From 12:30 to 12:36, we're going to do intros, okay? And then, hey, Paul, do you want to just go ahead and share what your team is doing, or do you want to talk about that offline?
Right, yeah. We'll circle back around and make sure, I don't want to work in silos. Make sure we circle back around and close the loop on that. Yeah,
silos and loops.
Yeah.
Okay, now what we're gonna do, have a crafts class. We're gonna have a team building exercise, and we're gonna use some silos like from the Fisher Price farm.
Right, there you go.
With some loops from your mom's sewing kit.
Have you done that before? That sounds like a real thing.
I just made it up.
Oh, I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
In the moment, baby.
Speaking of team building, one of the most fun team building things I did is instead of trust falls, because like who wants to do a trust fall anymore? It's just weird. I do trust champagne pours. And so at the end of a workday team building session, I have all of these plastic like champagne flutes and stack them in a pyramid. And then you've got a team and everyone on the team's blindfolded except one person. And they have to guide the blindfolded people to the champagne bottle. While they're blindfolded, they open it and they pour in it's awesome. It's so great. And the best part is you get to cheers with a flute of champagne when you're done. It's the coolest team building thing ever.
So it's real champagne, Paul, not improvised champagne.
I always bring at least a bottle of non-alcoholic because some people don't want to drink on the job. Other people are totally down to do that. So it's like
I saw a little judgment in your eye there when you said, I guess some people don't want to do that.
I mean, some people don't want to drink on the job. Some people don't drink at all. And that's great. That's why I bring the sparkling cider. Other people are like, sweet champagne. I'm going to have some of that. And it's always just a little bit anyway. So whatever. Right now I'm drinking coffee on the job. So
I have a water bottle that kind of matches my outfit.
Oh, look at you. Aren't you healthy? You're like, are you one of those? You should really drink more water, people. Wow.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get through this without you having to pee.
Oh, exactly. That's why I'm only using the 21 ounce for this one.
Yeah.
See, I'm a planner. Believe it or not, I'm a planner.
So I did have thoughts about strategies of working from home. Okay. I know I was giving you crap about being all serious. So here we go. Time to business strategies working from home. So rule number 1 is
hang on.
Yep. Perfect.
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me get my business outfit on.
Very nice.
Okay, I'm going to my work studio. Okay. All right. Work time.
Wow. You were very professional. Wow. Okay.
See, what did you say was it's kind of a mullet outfit. Pajamas on the bottom and
yeah, you had party on top and business on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you took a screenshot now, it looks like this is a totally serious professional conversation that we're having. So first things first, I think one rule of working from home is, and it's counter to what a lot of people say, but it is never wear real pants. Always the best part of working from home is that you can look like you're dressed up, but you don't have to be. I'm literally just wearing slippers. It's great. Why would you waste time with like getting business pants or ironing or all that crap when you don't have to? Why would you need to wear clothing that's less comfortable? People take this working from home thing way too serious. Just do what you would normally do and take the perks of working from home. Like, I don't have to wear comfortable pants. You really don't even have to wear pants if you don't want to, although I'd suggest it if you're going to be on video.
Just in case, what if you stand up and then you accidentally show that you're actually wearing a onesie?
Yeah, exactly. Right. I mean, but it's so great because I would have no idea about that. And it can be your fun little secret. Like, whereas in a regular workplace, the only way I was able to hide anything fun like that is I would just do fun socks just to make myself feel better. But you'd always have to wear the monkey suit, and be all nice, but you might as well just rock some sweatpants or some shorts or whatever feels good. Flip flops. Come on, man. I literally was reading an article and it was like, some of the strategies for success is put on real business attire, like get up like you normally would and put on, I'm like, and maybe that works for some people. For me, I'm like, for what? Well, what's the point of all of that? It's crazy. Here's another thing that I read, I read a lot about is if you want to be successful, and this isn't just working from home, this is just in life, you need to mimic these great thought leaders' morning routines. Like, if you really want to be successful, adjust your morning routine, wake up at 4:00 in the morning and meditate first to really get a good start on the day. And I'm like, what? Why? I just do whatever works for you. I'll tell you what, I do wake up at 4:00 in the morning every morning. And I lay there going, oh my God, I have to pee. And do I want to get up and pee? I know I'll fall asleep again if I pee, but I don't really want to get up and pee. So then I have this like debate with myself for like 20 minutes, like, oh my God, but you're not going to fall back asleep. But getting up sounds stupid. My alarm's going to go off in like an hour and a half anyway. So I should just try to sleep through it. And then I lay there. And then like 20 minutes later, I finally get up and go pee. And then I'm mad at myself. Like, I should have just done that earlier or whatever. That's my morning routine. Copy that. That's it. I'm a pretty happy person. Okay.
Other than that. And then, I mean, it gets a little personal or crude. Sorry if it is, but then you lie there and think, wait, when was the last time I actually wet my bed?
Yeah.
When I was 3. Was it that bad? I know how to do laundry.
I can hold it. Yeah. Well, I'll roll the dice on this one and see what happens.
I'm a risk taker, man. I'm a risk taker.
It's funny though. There's all this crazy advice, like, and that you should always work out first thing in the morning as opposed to waiting later in the day. And I'm like, I just don't work that way. I get like all my focused good work done when, in the morning. And then I save all the like other stuff for later in the day because my brain doesn't work anymore. So then I could go run or hike or whatever, because after like 2:00, I mean, you want to get a hold of me after 2 and I'm just like brain dead completely.
Yeah. And the question is, see, you're now living in higher altitude. So that probably plays into it too, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just short man's complex. I figured I'm so short. I figure if I move up to a high altitude, I'm kind of taller than most people in the country.
I can reach God faster than you can.
Yeah.
Look at me. I can reach God. You know what? I'm doing exercises in the morning because I belong to a kickboxing studio and they're doing live workouts. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
And I've created a makeshift studio in the basement.
Nice.
And I'm only 5'1", so I'm a shorty also. But I feel kind of proud of myself because I had to move to another area in the gym, Paul. So for me to do jumps, I was afraid I was going to hit my head. It might have been just a dream. I might have been, a girl can dream, right?
Isn't that great when you're like, you can actually hit your head on something and you're just like, oh, that's like when I fly, I'm a guy and I'm like 5'5" soaking wet. But when I love flying because they give you those little tiny bottles of wine or like those little tiny cans of Pepsi or whatever. And I just love holding them, be like, now I know what a normal sized man feels like. It's like feels so powerful and big. Just like, yes, I'm a man. Thank you. I'll have another. It's great.
I remember years ago when I lived in the city of Chicago and I was walking along the sidewalk with a friend of mine who's tall. And I ducked underneath the tree and he stopped and he said, wait a minute. Did you just duck?
You're like, I wanted to know what it feels like.
Yeah. Can you just push that branch down again so I can feel? And remember, I don't know if Harold is on, but remember I made him almost do a spit take when I told this story about my friend trying to find me in the petite section of Kohl's, my friend who was tall. Okay, she's not on this, but when she watches this, she's going to say, darn it, I missed it. Because she said, because she couldn't find me. She said, here, let's go shop over there. And I said, no, Tracy, I need to shop in the petites. No, it's fine. So, okay, fine. So I put on the long shirt. It looks like I'm wearing my grandmother's shirt. It's too long. And then she said, you know what? I was going to post on Facebook that I was trying to find Julie, but I think maybe she was caught in a midget contest. And then when I was sharing this,
there you are with your long sleeves, like.
And then they tie them together, and then they just kind of swing and then throw me. Yeah, I can find stuff. I can, when I'm at the grocery store, I never look up. I never do. And then when I ask where something is, like, oh, it's in aisle 8. Oh, you mean if I would have looked up on the sign and said aisle 8, I would have found it?
Yeah, honestly, anything that's kind of up on that top shelf may not even be at the store for me. I was looking for.
Will not have the virus from us. We will not transfer the virus up there.
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
Don't worry about that. I'd have to jump up there to intentionally get it. Like, it's also like stuff isn't always made for shorter people because like I bought this. Here's another like work from home tip is you should get a standing desk, right? Which most desks should stand up, but so I got one of these desks and it like I'm doing it now. It like the top of it comes up, but it's a standing desk and it's for normal sized people. So I feel like I'm always like up here, like, trying to reach my thing. It's not for standing. So now to get a standing desk, I have to get a block or something. I call it my I am standing desk. Like, come on, man, this is messed up.
Well, Paul Osincup, please stand up. I am.
Yeah, like what the heck?
That reminds me, I was talking with someone the other day, and she said that on her team Zoom calls, there's always one person on the team who has his camera adjusted.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, there's always that.
So, Steve, do you want to give us the report? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, well, you need to move your camera. Okay, you mean like that? How's that?
Are we good? Can y'all get me now?
That's it. Oh, how do you do that? Like, is that? Okay, let me fix this here.
Yeah, it is funny because you're always looking to try to get the right, and I'll compare myself to other people because some people are like, you're getting like the whole, they're doing the meeting from way back here, and I'm like, should my whole body be in this? And then other people are like, how are we doing here? Are we close? Do we get? Where are we? So mic check. Is everything working? I haven't done Zoom yet.
It says, I've done Skyper. Has anyone done Skyper, Zoomer? I remember Zoom when I was in my, in the 70s, the show Zoom. Is that what that is?
Yeah. Or like the Mazda commercials, Zoom. Yeah, the kid on the side of the road.
Dang it, Paul! I should not have put mascara on. Oh,
aidez-moi.
That is funny. And then what else? I also love corporate terms. Love being sarcastic. I love talking offline. Circle back. We're gonna. What is that? What's another good one?
I heard somebody recently was saying if you use the word utilize instead of use, it doesn't make you sound smarter. Like, well, we're going to utilize these skills. It's like, yeah, I guess you could just say use, but I really want to sound smart and say we're going to utilize these strategic initiatives to, or
to make
a lot of people will like, what's the ask? Oh, okay. Well, what's the ask? Or Paul, I have an ask of you. I'm like, well, then ask it of me. Just say, what are you talking about? Why are we saying, what's the ask? You sound like you're the ass.
You're the asshole.
Yeah, you're the ask. It's just, there's all these weird terms. It's like, people just talk normal. All right. It's fine. In fact,
and then I just saw my friend Donna's post. It said, "Write Zoom ZOOM box 354 Boston, Mass." Oh, that's great, Donna. Oh,
what'd she do?
She gave the address for Zoom when you were to write them after the show. They said, "Oh, for your questions or ideas."
That's great. That makes a lot of sense with a technology company that's cornered the market on video conferencing. Let's all write them at snail mail letters to send in the post office.
And that's for the TV show that was on PBS way back in the 70s.
Okay. I was thinking the Zoom technology.
Yeah, you know what that made me think of? We could combine. So maybe Donna can chime in here that combine the Zoom technology platform with the Zoom show.
With the old school show.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that. We'll have we'll talk offline and we'll reschedule that, and I'll send you a meeting request.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, go ahead and check out my what's that stupid calendar app? Check out. I'll send you my Calendly, and you can make an appointment.
Because God forbid you tell me what works for you and I put it in here.
Right.
But actually, it's an effective tool. What were some other ones? And you know what? When I was in the corporate world, starting from the 90s, 89, all the way until who cares? I was in the corporate world for a long time. And same thing, like, wait, what do you mean? And then I would look like I was stupid because I was asking for clarification. Like, I would just want you to use English instead of just creating your own language.
Yeah, it's odd. Although there's a colleague, her name's Sarah Cooper, and she made this great video of effective ways to nod in a meeting and all the different what they mean. And so kind of the oh, good point. But then and she's got all these different nods of like what they mean in a meeting. So if you need to express yourself just through nodding, that's always a good way to look smart in meetings.
And I have a challenge. If anybody wants to go to Vegas with me, don't, because I do not have a poker face. And my face is, what is that? I can't even see it now. So I think I'm an open person, open and understanding and open to new ideas, but my face tells me otherwise. So how about this, Paul? For an example, how about if you give me an idea and I'm going to respond with, I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay.
With my facial expression. Yeah.
That you don't think it's a good idea?
Yeah. Throw out an idea and I'll give you. Yeah.
I think we should still have the AATH conference, the humor conference in New Orleans this May.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Paul. That's good.
That's your poker face trying to say the right thing and be supportive, but really you look like you smelled a fart.
Yeah. I think it's more. Yeah. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's something like that, and it's really bad. And that's where the screen freezes.
You know how people, okay, you're an improv person, and I know you use improv techniques when you're doing trainings with corporate teams. And So when you do that, it works really well. But then there's people who use it but don't do it the right way. It's like yes and isn't a magic term that is just always going to be positive depending on how you use it. Because people they'll use it and they mean like hell no, really, when they're saying it, because you'll be in a meeting, say, I think we should still have that conference in New Orleans, even though the virus is going on. And someone will go, yes, and Paul, yes, and that's a terrible idea. And here's why. I'm like, well, just because you said yes, and doesn't mean you're going about this the right way. Hold on. Let's
Yes, and I think that's a really stupid idea. But see, I'm supporting you.
Right. I'm saying yes, and so it's okay. We learned that today.
What is that? Like your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Right.
You're saying yes, and, but you're negating me like crazy.
Yeah. Yes, and that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. So let me share with you some of my wisdom.
So you just need to shh. Hey, can we do it like shh?
Yeah.
Like in the movie Bullets Over Broadway. Did you ever see that movie? 20 or 30 years ago. I fell asleep, but the one part I remember was the older woman who was having a fling with a young actor, and he was so dumb, but he was so good looking. And whenever he would talk, she would say, shh, don't speak. And she put her finger over his mouth. Don't speak.
I take it as a compliment that talking to me made you remind you of somebody who was really dumb but good looking. I think that's. I'll take it. I'll take it. No, I'm good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You were saying you don't have a poker face. I do have a poker face because of this red dot here on my forehead. It's like someone literally hit me with a poker. I don't know what it is, but now I have a poker face.
Is it new or is it a birthmark?
It's like it's
look
not.
Look at me. Look what I'm doing. I'm trying to see if I can see it. It's as if I can.
No, it's like a sunspot or something. I got to go to the whatever skin doctor's called.
Derm.
Oh yeah. The permatologist.
And then if you have to get your hair curled, that's a permacologist.
Yeah, perfect. Good. That's good. The perm and the derm can work together on my arm hair.
Yeah, perm derm. And what was it then? So what I would do, I would always try to find the funny in the corporate world, because wherever I worked, there were tight deadlines in marketing communications. And if we had to meet the deadlines for, let's say, for the trade show, had to redesign a booth, we had to redesign the website, all that jazz. And I remember I would always try to find the funny, even in stressful times. And I remember making a reference to Doug Henning. Remember Doug Henning, the illusionist? Doug Henning, and he'd always say, "It's an illusion." It's an illusion. And so it's an illusion. And he was sit cross-legged, and he had his rainbow suspenders. And I was explaining to the rest of my marketing team how the website is going to work. First phase is the design. And then the back end, we didn't have the e-commerce populated yet. And that was going to be in phase 2. Whereas, again, that was in the 90s. And so in the marketing meeting, Paul, I said, so we're going to give the customers the illusion that they're ordering all the way through. And my team members gave me this. And I said, Doug Henning, the illusionist. And I had a really snotty marketing manager who also worked with me. And she gave me
she's like, no, we get it.
No, maybe she gets it, but
I get it. But my sense of humor was sucked out of me years ago.
Yeah. And then this, if you ever see a coworker make this face, that's where you should keep social distance.
Yeah, that's them
social distancing.
That's kind of like your poker face you're doing. That's them wanting to be supportive or say something nice, but they just can't bring themselves. They're like, okay.
Because it's not in their nature.
Does anyone else have any other thoughts?
That's really good. Thank you for contributing, Paul. I like what you're doing for the team.
Great. Good thought. Any others? The illusion thing reminded me of one of my favorite Jim Carrey sketches where he's got his teeth and he does Fire Marshal Bill. Oh, let me tell you something. You know.
Oh my gosh, that's really good. Because you're really good with impressions and voices, and you did all the voices from the Shrek movie. Is that right?
Oh, I did a video. Yeah, it wasn't just Shrek movie, but it was like Shrek and Gollum and what's his name? Elmo. Yeah, like a bunch of different. And then like the Grinch. I didn't really have a voice for the Grinch, but I did like the Grinch, like.
Oh, that's good.
Face, so I did it. So I did all these. I have some impressions that I do. So, but
because I was thinking you could probably do maybe all or most of Jim Carrey's characters.
I love
to create your own, and I have talents as well.
Okay, let's go for it.
Not to brag, but I know most of the lines from the movie Office Space.
What's one of your favorites?
It's a jump to conclusions match.
Yeah, that's so good. That is one of the best movies. So are you looking at people's comments online? What are some of your all-time favorite movie quotes, people? Oh, now for some reason I'm listening to us.
That's all that matters, really.
If y'all have some of your like best all-time favorite movie quotes, you should put those in there, and then that'll give us, I don't know what we'll do with that, but whatever.
So while we're waiting for people to do that, how about this? Have you ever done this? Because I've done it. Maybe I haven't done it, but I've noticed myself doing it, and I try not.
Are you going back to peeing the bed again?
No, that was old news. Oh, and Erica, who is one of my kickboxing Woo crew members, she says the stapler.
Oh yeah,
from Office Space.
Yeah.
How about this? I've done this.
Have you seen my stapler?
Yeah,
yeah.
I could burn this place down.
Yeah. I might even have
Wendy from Montreal. One of her favorite lines is "Taxi, taxi, taxi" from Tootsie. I said Footsie from Tootsie.
Oh, from Tootsie, yeah.
And my friend Tim, TJ Strong, does not want to swear, so he says, "Frankly, my dear."
Oh, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Kay Meyer, she says, "Take a vacation from your problems." What about Bob? I'm sailing.
I sail. One of my favorites, you were talking about Jim Carrey, and one of my favorite scenes that still makes me laugh every time is in Dumb and Dumber when he rolls up to this beautiful woman who is at the airport, and he rolls down his window and he says, "That's a beautiful accent. Where are you from?" And she goes, "Austria." And he's like, "Ooh, Austria. Good day, mate. Let's throw another shrimp on the barbie." It's like, I don't know why that still makes me laugh every time, but he's just ridiculous.
Hey, and I figured out with this StreamYard app or platform, I learned how to show people's comments right here.
Booyah! Oh, yeah. Anything from planes, trains, and automobiles. Those aren't pillows. That's such a good scene. Oh, man. Want me to fluff your pillow?
This is so much fun because there's so many people from different worlds colliding. And Melissa, I know from high school, she's lived in North Carolina for a number of years. And when I was there a couple of years ago, I got to hang with her, meet her family, and hang out at the pool. So that's not what this live is about, but I just wanted to give a shout out to a high school friend.
What's up, Melissa?
Woo. Wait, hang on. What's up? Hang on. Keep them company.
Okay. Does anyone have any other good lines for movies or some of your favorite comedy movies?
What?
Bam! Look at that. So good.
Oh, Chewy, we're home. Okay, here we go. You guys list a line from a movie, and either Paul or I will say more lines for that movie, or with Paul's talents, he'll do an impression.
Or if it's really obscure, we just won't know that movie at all. So whatever.
And we'll make it up. See, what else? Okay, Chewy, we're home. That's really cool. So I can put people's comments there. And then I don't know what movie this is from, but Harold from Norway, our friend, Harold, who we've known for a long time, but I've never ever known how to pronounce your last name. So I just say Harold. Sorry, Harold. I guess goals, 20 goals. The ratio of people to cake is too big.
I don't know that one, Harold. I don't. Or are you just saying in general in life, the ratio of people to cake is too big? Because I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I mean, I think there needs to be a lot more cake and a lot less people. Although the more we consume the cake, then the more people I don't know.
There's something like that. Oh, okay. Elmira Gulch. I've waited 23 years to tell you what oh, wait. I can just post it. It doesn't have to be story time.
Here's one I know you know. Surely you're not serious.
My name's not. Yes, I am. And my name's not Shirley. Oh, wait. What is it?
Way to sell it. Way to sell it. That was. Yes, I am. And my name's not Shirley. Surely you're not serious. You're like, yes, I am. My name.
I was trying to see if I remembered it. Oh, and well, what is it? It's a hospital with sick people, but that's not important right now.
I like this one. Yo, Adrian.
Okay, Harold. Come on, it's from Office Space. That's right. Sorry, Harold. That's when they are passing the cake around. I didn't get a piece last time, and then last time we passed it along, and I didn't get a piece.
That's right. I forgot about that line. Man, he stumped you on Office Space even. He
did, and I really thought I was good. You know what? You want me to show you flair, Harold? I'll show you flair. No, this is a clean show. Annie M. Yep.
I'll throw out a line, and then y'all can guess if you know what the line is from. Hey, do you happen to have a towel? My car just hit a water buffalo.
What is that?
It's an older movie.
Was that City Slicker? No, the Blazing Saddles?
No. You happen to have a towel? My car just hit a water buffalo. It's from. I'll give people
hint. Hint.
I'll give you a hint. This is a big hint. Chevy Chase.
Vacation?
No.
European Vacation?
No.
Nancy, my sister says Veggie Tales.
Veggie Tales.
That's a good one. We are the pirates who don't do anything. Fargo?
It's from the movie Fletch.
I'm seriously, I was going to say that. I win because I just told a lie. No.
I just watched Fletch like a few weeks ago. I hadn't seen it in so long. Oh, man, it's funny. That's a good one.
Oh, and how about Fargo? Oh, yeah. Prowler needs a jump there, Melissa. Yeah.
I only saw Fargo once, and I don't remember it, but it's funny. I need to watch it.
There was a Water Buffalo song in Veggie Tales. We're going to have to look that up.
Oh, I did not know that.
Okay,
I did not know that.
I did not know that. This is another insight into my sick humor.
That's my Johnny Carson. That's the best I got for Johnny Carson. Did not know that.
That's really good. Nah. This is an insight into my sick, dark sense of humor. I laughed the hardest when I was watching Fargo when the guy's wife was going to be kidnapped and she got caught up in the shower curtain and she fell down the stairs. I really am a helpful person, but I laughed the hardest at that part.
Are you one of those people at the movie where like it's no one else is laughing, but you're just dying, cracking up at a certain part? Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah. And it's usually terms of endearment or something.
Yeah, it's always awkward when that happens, when, you know, like that part where somebody, you know, gets hurt or whatever. Everyone else in the movie is like an empathetic person. It's like, and you're just sitting there like, oh, we're not doing that. Okay. Apparently we care about this character. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I must have missed some of the character development where I have a ton of empathy there. I thought it was hilarious.
Should we have talked before the movie so I knew that this is an empathetic crowd or a funny crowd. I need to know that beforehand.
Yeah, exactly. We need to do a Myers-Briggs before the movie starts, so we know what all types we're looking at here.
And then Myers-Briggs, and then everyone's Enneagram. Are you a helper? Are you a leader?
Yeah, that way we know. I have a friend that he and his wife are like longtime leadership coaches and that kind of stuff. And they sat people at their wedding reception based on their disc profile. Can you believe that? That's awesome. I mean,
I think that's a good idea because, Paul, haven't you ever gone to receptionists where maybe you and your wife are the only ones who are energetic and fun?
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes I'm fun in a social scene, but like it's weird. I'm a weird person because I'm really extroverted, but then sometimes I just hate social gatherings in general. So then I'm like, I just want to hide and I just want to sit back and watch everything and make my own comedy in my head. And then people who say, oh, you're a humorist or you do comedy or whatever, like be funny. And then I'm like, this is the worst. Now I feel like I'm like have to dance or something, but it's weird. I actually get a little bit of social anxiety sometimes, believe it or not.
You know what? It does make sense. I've talked to a lot of other entrepreneurs, solopreneurs. Maybe that's what we do. I am an extrovert, and through the years, not just in the last week, I discovered I'm also an introvert. So I call myself an omnivert, that I'm that extrovert, and then I know I need my own time, and I'm okay with being at home.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not at risk of being a shut-in, though.
What's that?
I'm not at risk of being a shut-in.
Yeah, I don't think me either. I just, moved to the mountains in Montana, so I should be fine.
Yeah. And how far is the closest neighbor?
Oh,
Nebraska?
I've got a few neighbors. We all own like a couple acres of property. So, I've got a neighbor just a couple acres away. So it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. And then, I'm like 15, 20 minutes from town. So it's good. It's good. So I shaved a little bit for today. At least mowed the lawn a little.
Well, I did learn a couple days ago that on Zoom, although this is not the Zoom platform, there is a what's the word? A tool that you can use to kind of freshen up your face.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. That's
I'm not. Cool. It sounds like I'm yes-anding that your face is a mess. I'm not saying that.
But can you freshen it up? Can you give yourself like Botox and stuff and like do enough? That would be a great thing if they do that on these video platforms and be like, and you look like Joan Rivers and like, hi, Dad! Oh my God, she looks awful.
And then have
that dress.
And your mouth would have to be kind of.
Yeah. Or get those big fake Hollywood lips.
Oh, and Mommy Dearest. Can't forget Joan Crawford.
Yeah. Or like Jack Nicholson. Wow, that's pretty.
This is today's craft.
Oh my.
I need stronger tape.
When I told Julie that she taped her eyebrows too high, she looked surprised.
Yeah. Okay, so you get the idea. So that's an at-home craft. Erica, who I told you is part of my woo crew at kickboxing.
Yeah.
Nearly a flesh wound. And I can't remember how we came up with this, Erica, so you can put in the comments. But there was one day at the end of class, or maybe it was during, because we always goof around in between the sets. But I said, it's okay. I'm okay. Maybe because I said, oh, I'm okay. I'm all right. And then I was kneeling down and I've got my boxing gloves on. I said, it's only a flesh wound. I'm fine. Yeah, the description wasn't very good. So Erica,
That's a classic. Just merely a flesh wound.
Here's another classic for you. No more wire hangers.
Oh my God. Is that from, what is that from?
Mommy Dearest.
That's what I thought. Okay, I was like, I'm not going to say it.
And then for years, I think my sisters and I watched that when they were in high school. I was in middle school. And for years, I mean, I could pick up the phone, call Nancy, and we could probably cite all the lines from that movie. And Nancy, how about when, and Paul and everyone else, but how about when Mommy Dearest she's racing her 8-year-old daughter in swimming. I win. You're just not fast enough. Have you ever had a boss like that? You're just
my sister's really funny, and she used to quote Mommy Dearest when she was mad at our mom. And so if our mom was like yelling at us or something like that, my sister would just look at her calmly and go, I have the best mother. I have the sweetest mother. And like creepy. I was like, oh man, it's so good.
That does sound creepy. So do you know this movie? I don't. Melissa McDonald Sawyer, my high school friend, says, guess what movie? You shoot off a guy's head with his pants down. Believe me, Texas ain't the place you want to get caught.
That must be I think I know the movie that with the I can't remember the guy's name, but I think I know the movie.
Do we need a maybe a hint?
No Country for Old Men? That's what it sounds like to me. Something crazy like that. I don't even know what movie it is, but I'll reenact it. I'll reenact it for you. Ready?
Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta read.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Osincup.
Well, you shoot off a guy's head with his pants down. Oh, now the thing's gone. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to help you so everyone could.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, here we go. I was trying to help so everyone could see.
Okay.
Helping, not helping. Okay.
Well, I tell you, you shoot off a guy's head with his pants down, believe me. Texas ain't the place you want to get caught. And scene.
And
I have no idea what movie that's from.
Susan Sarandon. What? Oh, was it?
Oh God,
Thelma
Susan
and Louise?
Sarandon sounded pretty crappy there.
Thelma and Louise?
Oh, it must be Thelma and Louise.
This is the time for the screen to get frozen if you don't know what to say.
Yeah, is it Thelma and Louise?
I think it might be.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
This is good stuff.
Another one of my favorite movies is, and I watch it like probably once a year-ish, is So I Married an Axe Murderer. Just a dumb comedy with Mike Myers, but really funny. The dad in that movie is one of the funniest characters because it's this old Scottish family, and he always wants to spend more time with his kid, and then he's got his younger brother there with this giant head, and so he's always yelling at the kid. He's like, move your gargantuan cranium. You know, he's got this big, like, orange fro, like orange hair, and he's like, his head's like an orange on a toothpick. It's like Sputnik, spherical, but quite pointy in parts. And he's like, Dad, knock it off, man. He's going to get a complex. He's like, he'll cry himself to sleep on his huge pillow. It's just so good, man. It is the funniest movie.
You've got good accents.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you're alone in the mountains.
And that's the title of your book.
That's what happens when you're alone in the mountains.
And if Erica's still on, I'm going to quote her. Write that down.
When I used to work with college students who had behavioral issues and got in trouble and stuff, and we would work to turn their lives around. And I was going to write a book with all the stories I got from that. And the title of the book was going to be called I Fell Up the Stairs. Because I remember meeting with this one young man, and I was telling him, like, hey, look, man, I'm just really concerned about you because, you know, here you are right before you're going to graduate, and then you end up getting in a fight with security at this bar, and then you fell down the stairs. And he goes, no, let me correct you right there. And I go, okay, what happened? He goes, I fell up the stairs. And I'm like, okay, man, geez, I was way off.
Do you want to put that on your resume as special skills?
Yeah, I was going to write a book called I Fell Up the Stairs. And then it was going to be all my stories about that. But
And if you could, sir, we're going to be taking a few photos for your back cover for that book of I Fell Up the Stairs. So we're going to go ahead and start your photo shoot.
Great.
So go ahead and your photo that's going to be in the inside back cover of your book. Okay, ready, go.
Okay, first inside back cover.
Inside back cover photo for your book.
That will be this one.
Okay. All right.
And then the photo for maybe the cover of I Fell Up the Stairs.
Yes.
Will be this one.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be that one.
All right. And then I know that at the end of chapter 1, you give a brief intro or background about your life, and you also have a photo that you're going to be putting there in that chapter. Is that right?
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
That one, because I like to give the full background of my life, so I include the sonogram photo of myself or whatever it's got from when I'm in the womb.
Yeah, because that's where it all started.
Yeah. And and the memories from there, I mean, everybody talks about like, oh, this was the best day of my life. Oh my gosh, this was the best day of my life. And I really feel like the day I was born was probably the best day of my life. Although, right. I mean, talk about overcoming adversity.
I mean, talk about a traffic jam.
Yeah. And like 1 second, I'm just warm and cozy and whatever. And the next second, I'm just like, there's people talking to me. And I'm like, oh, what? It's freezing out here. Like, come on, man. So I really feel like that was a huge life-changing event, was just, not being inside of a person.
Yeah. And then, you know what? Some people I know through the years you've shared in some of the other interviews we've done that you were accused of being a parasite. How did you overcome those feelings of people calling you a parasite? Because you were inside somebody else for so long.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know what they were talking about at first. I mean, people saying that I was a parasite, and I was like, look, I'm a small guy. If anything, I'm one site. Okay, there's no way. And then I started getting a complex, like I was schizophrenic. I'm like, well, why everybody else? There's a pair. Like who is this other guy? So that just weirded me out. I went through a whole thing with that because I thought there was like another personality or something people were talking about.
That's right, because you were on TLC's show Long Lost Family, and for the longest time you were looking for your twin.
Yeah, I was looking for the other site. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a pretty difficult time for me, but got over it.
I think your book is going to sell. We just don't know really where to find the book. But other than that, besides that roadblock, it's going to be a success.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people sell their stuff on Amazon, and I kept hearing like, it's an Amazon #1 bestseller. It's an Amazon #1 bestseller. So when I took a crate of these boxes and I put it in the Amazon, I haven't made a penny. I don't know where they are. I don't know if anyone's reading them, but I guess there's a shipment of books sitting in the Amazon somewhere. So we'll see.
Not to give you unsolicited advice, but this is what I did. I took a 3-month trip to the Amazon.
Oh.
And to make sure it was Amazon Prime, I brought all of my makeup primer with me.
Oh, good.
And I sat on top of the tree and I waited for the Amazonian women to come read me stories.
That's perfect. That's good. I really like that. I mean, you're thinking outside the smiley box.
That's right. I'm outside the smiley box, and because the cardboard might carry some kind of virus that I don't know if it's going around or not. I haven't heard anything about. I think it's called the beer virus. I'm not sure, but
yeah. I was just thinking about that because my wife and I are doing such a great job of like, disassociating from the world and everything we're supposed to do. And she ordered a thing of like wellness products and they got delivered to our house. And then I'm thinking to myself, here we are quarantined at our house. And now we get this box of wellness products. How ironic would it be that what ends up getting me sick is a box of wellness products we ordered that was delivered because I don't know where that thing's been. I don't know who touched it. So I'm not touching the stupid wellness box.
I'm not going to get well for 2 more days.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how many vitamins one needs, but yeah.
I think the vitamins that I need are just the ones I have in the house. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I started taking omega-3s because I guess it's supposed to be good for your joints and stuff, but I always forget. So I don't know if it's good to take omega-3 like, I don't know, once a month. I mean, that's all I do for vitamins is I just do like one omega-3 like once a month, and then I'll eat some carrot cake and stuff like that. Like I'm not really good at that. I exercise, but I'm not really on a vitamin regimen. It's another work from home thing, maybe.
I was always okay. So today was casual day. Tomorrow we're going to have. No, it just didn't go anywhere.
I wanted to make a video. Like a mock thought leader video.
Okay.
Because everybody's always doing video blogs and giving advice and that kind of stuff, and so I wanted to do one with that where it's like, hey everyone, here we are just checking in, and I want to first, today's advice is don't sweat the small stuff. We all have little things, and just be able to breathe in, and then have like my dog bark in the background and be like, damn it, I'm recording this thing, knock it off, come on, okay, where were we? It'd be so fun to just, I don't know.
I will help you with that if you think that I can help you with that.
Yeah. Because it's there's just a lot of advice on the internet.
So true that make sure that you do this. And I had found that following other people's advice is helpful, and knowing when I've heard enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can, it's filtering out. It's having discernment that, okay, I'm resonating with that. Sorry, that's another term too. That's used, but
that really resonates with me. Yeah.
Does that resonate with you?
Yeah,
Does it feel like you could get a promotion? Does that resonate with you?
Yeah.
Tell me your thoughts and feedback. Oh, time's up.
I want you to know I see you.
Yeah, and I see you not getting promoted because I promised that. I'm not...
I see you getting pissed off right now.
Yeah. And then Harold says I could bark in the background for your video.
Oh, that's right, because you're a good dog barker. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll practice it once. You go off screen and you'll bark while I'm giving meditation advice.
Or I could hoot. You want me to hoot instead because I'm an owl?
Yeah, either way, I don't care. All right, everyone. Glad you're joining me today. Today's lesson is about just don't sweat the small stuff. There's easy ways to... Hey, come on! I'm trying to do a video. It's about not sweating the small stuff. Anyway, where were we? You could just easily breathe in.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad.
Son of a...
Dad, you said you were going to play with me. Where are you? You're mean.
I get it. Okay, I'm trying to be a thought leader on the internet.
Can you help me with my toy? Where is that?
I think this will go well, Julie.
See what I made? See? Look what I made. See what I made? What are you doing? Why are those people looking so mean and ugly?
Huh. All of a sudden there's a child at my house. I don't have kids. What should where do we return these? It didn't come with a return label on it. So Julie, I think that'll work. We just need a little practice.
Yeah, I think
man, that looks stunning. It kind of reminds me of a Something About Mary look there.
Yeah, except
no hair gel.
Exactly. Let's see. So, all right. So today's beauty tips includes not giving a crap.
Look at that.
And then what we want to do is make sure that we cover. I'm just getting punchy. I'm not.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of beauty tips online too. I'm glad that that's not something I really pay much attention to. I have some friends that they actually do some of the, like, here's how to put on your makeup and stuff, but whoa. That looks way better like that. Is that oh, that's what that is. That's an owl.
It is.
Oh, I didn't even realize. I thought it was some kind of a funky chicken.
Hey, see, if I could just, how's this? Should I just stay like this?
Yeah, okay.
All right, so what we're going to do is work on making your eyes bigger so that people can see how beautiful your eyes are. Make sure that you have the eyeliner. So blue is a good color. Have the eyeliner all set up.
If you notice what she's doing, she really gets the pink really nice and big around those eyes. And make sure that in order to get the full effect with the massive pupils, that you eat about 50 Ritalin before you do this, and that way your pupils are as big as bowling balls.
And then we also want to add a little bit of blush, like we talked about earlier.
Absolutely, and make sure you put the blush directly on your eyeball, just like that. That doesn't hurt at all. It's a special kind of blush for owls.
And then you can always decorate your...
Oh, Donna says, I think it looks like Elton John. It totally does. Those big, round Elton John glasses.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still standing better than I ever did. Totally looks like that.
Oh,
what
this
is
actually...
You're getting punchy.
I am getting punchy. This, I think I could go out like this. This in lieu of a mask.
Okay, so if this is the photo for the cover of your book, what's the book called? The
book is called I'll Be Seeing You.
I like it. That is, I have to take a screenshot of that. Hold on. It's just,
okay. Should I smile or not? How's this? Is this good?
It's not going to matter. I'll smile. There, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, Donna was right on with the Elton John. That's funny.
We still have 9 people on.
You know, next time I have downstairs, I have a outfit like that, but it's a turkey. Yeah, it's just like that, but it's a turkey instead.
I think we're going to have.
Yeah, next time we'll have a little turkey trot.
Yeah. Hoot. Yeah, 7. This is great. We're losing people. This is fantastic. We're only down to 7.
Oh my God. It's like my high school social life. It's like, oh, it started out so well. What happened by the end?
Yeah, freshman year, you're hopeful. Senior
Yeah,
year, you're a loner.
Yeah.
This has been super fun. I am so glad you joined me. Oh, wait. Here, you want to puff your eyes?
Yeah. And again, poke yourself in the retina with the rubber band ball. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's funny. Okay. Sorry. Pardon me, I swear.
Don't make my brown eyes blue. Little Crystal Gale reference.
Yeah. How long is your hair?
Well, it depends. If you're talking about from my back, it can probably be braided. So I'm thinking about doing a comb over, actually, from the back all the way up to the top to do like that. Then we'll feather it.
Okay. Do you need any adhesive to help maintain?
That would be really nice. Yeah.
I have double face tape that'll help. Maybe.
Yeah, I think double face tape. We could get that. That way you can't really see where I'm putting it, and it'll just be a string here, string here, string here. It'll look. If I can get. It'll look something like this. I'll just get it from the back, and then I'll come up.
That's great.
Yeah, it'll be something like that.
And then so you don't feel so bad.
Yeah, everybody can.
No, that's your thing. No, that's your. I'm not going to take that away from you.
It's funny. People might be thinking this is ridiculous. You guys are acting crazy, but I will tell you, after this hour or so we've been spending together, I am way more relaxed and far less stressed than I was prior. So anybody, like, the moral of the story really to me is if you have friends you can geek out with and just be goofy with, you should just do that.
I like it. And if you do think we're crazy and this is silly and this is stupid, thank you. Thank you so much. See what I did? I think we should do this again. And yesterday I had yeah. And then you said Adrian. I say Alien. Alien. Oh, and my friend Donna said Deep Thoughts by Paul Osincup.
Ah, thanks.
And my friend Carrie Smith, whose maiden name I always refer to her as Carrie Lanstra because that's how I've known her since 4th grade. God, that's fun. Very fun. Harold, fantastic to hang out with you.
Yeah, I don't know some of you, so it was good kind of meeting you via your comments. And you too, Harold. Good to see you again, buddy. I hope to see you again soon.
Don't you make a brother. So how are we going to sign off? Great seeing you.
Let's wave with our eyebrows. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Easter Bunny.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Bark, bark.